In this pub were more than 200 people watching a band in a Sinn Fein fundraising night when the loyalist terrorists tried to force their way in. They were stopped at the door by this man, 35-year-old Martin Doherty. He was shot dead. Another doorman was seriously injured. He's to undergo emergency surgery. The gunmen fled, leaving behind a hold-all bag packed with 18 pounds of commercial explosives.
When the bombs scored, screaming and pandemonium broke out, and people started running left, right and centre. And the stewards did their best to calm people down so that they could get them all out in time. And they told everybody to stay away from the pub. There was women screaming and crying and roaring, shouting.
There was a small blast as the bomb's detonator was activated, but the main device failed to explode. Police say it's remarkable they aren't dealing with a case of mass murder.
I would think carnage. It has gone off in the licensed premises. The pub was pretty crowded at the time, so I would imagine it would have been fairly disastrous.
The police recovered a Northern Ireland registered getaway car burnt out near to the scene. It's 20 years since loyalist terrorists have planted bombs in the Irish Republic, and the loyalist U.V.F. warned today it would continue the campaign. The U.V.F. statement confirms what British and Irish security services have feared for some considerable time, that loyalist terrorists have the will and now the means to place bombs in the Irish capital. Andrew Simmons, ITN, in Dublin.
It was shortly before midday that the explosion took place on a train as it arrived here at Connolly Street Station. Police said it had been caused by a 2-kilogram bomb, but only the detonator went off.
The device exploded just as the train was pulling into Connolly Station. It was just, I think, a few hundred yards out from Connolly Station, and the people in the carriage were getting ready to leave the train. They were gathering up their bags and their luggages just when the device exploded.
This is the main rail terminal for services from Belfast and other parts of Northern Ireland. Irish Rail had received a telephone warning from the loyalist terrorist group, the Ulster Volunteer Force, just a minute before the explosion.
There was a woman whose leg was badly cut and stained with this silver powder on the backs of them, and a man with her and a boy of about 18, 19. They were the ones that were taken away in the ambulance.
Today's attack was not unexpected. Gunmen were believed to be targeting Dublin in the wake of the IRA ceasefire announcement. Troops patrolled the city's streets after a warning that there would be further explosions in 6 other locations, but no other bombs were found.
I condemn this attack out of hand. I just hope it's not the start of a campaign by the loyalist paramilitaries, and I hope they will see sense and that they will lay down their arms like the IRA, because this serves no useful purpose whatsoever.
This is the first attack here in Dublin since Widdows Scallons pub was targeted by the U.V.F. 3 months ago. They shot a doorman dead and planted a bomb which failed to go off while a Sinn Fein fundraising event was taking place. Today's bomb could have been far more serious, and observers say there's a fear here of large-scale bombs.